guys, it's Cara from Cara Joe Plans. How's everybody doing? Surviving through this, huh? So today, what I wanted to show you was during the clearance sale on 2020 Life Planners, I picked up the Kaleidoscope binder with the daily inserts. No idea why, just kind of wanted to try out a daily layout and see how it worked. And then school got canceled and we started schooling from home, online learning. So I decided that once I saw my son's assignments and how things were being laid out, it would be best for me if I listed them out and we could check them off as he did them so that I could keep track of his work for the week, because his teachers were assigning work by the week. And this way it helped me break it down into days. So I'm going to kind of show you what I've been doing with it. Okay, so I've got my big paper clip on here to help with the dailies to keep me on track of where I am in the week. And so this week was a little messy. I was just kind of trying to find my groove for each day. So I have two kids. I have one that's in elementary school in first grade and one that is in preschool, which they do not have online learning for. His teacher has sent some activities home, which was really nice of her. But for him, I've kind of been doing it on my own. So this was a look at this week. It was kind of pretty messy, and I was kind of figuring out my groove. But let me show you how I figured out to set the layup up for next week. So for first grade, his English language arts usually has several activities to do each day. Read a story, fill out a Google form, do an activity on this app. So there's usually a couple things to do before you turn in an assignment. So I usually end up with, let me see where his English language, let me see if I can find it in the front here. So like this day, there were 3 things to do on ELA. Other days like this one, there was actually a ton of stuff to do on ELA. So I decided that the ELA will go over in the hourly section, since there's usually a bunch of stuff to do for that. Then under the to-do that has the check boxes, usually he has a video that he has to watch for his math lesson, and then 1 or 2 worksheet pages, and sometimes a little form to do. So I left 3 spaces for math. Now, first grade science isn't a huge part of their curriculum. They usually get at least 1 video and 1 Google form that they have to fill out per week. But I put science on each day. Depending on what other work we have to do, we'll fit the science in, and if we don't use it that day, I'll just cross it off. Then this Haggerty is kind of like a phonics thing. I've never heard the word before. Some of the younger elementary teachers might be familiar with it, but it sounds to me like phonics and how you break down a word into its pieces. So they have a video there where they do some activities with the teacher mirroring her. So we're asked to watch 1 of those per day. So I put that on this list. And then his itinerants. So we picked a different itinerant each day. So we'll do library on Monday, computer on Tuesday, etc. So that was a great way for me to break down what my first grader needs to do. And since he's so young, I have to walk through everything with him. It's not like I can set him at the computer and let him go. So this helps me make sure that he's getting everything done that he needs to get done for the day. Now, Jackson is my preschooler. So down in the open portion here, I put his name down, and then I usually have him do 5 different things a day. It usually matches up with like Logan's 4 and 5 subjects. So basically with Jackson, I found a really cool workbook with sight words on Amazon. And I'm actually going to show that to you guys. I'm going to go grab it real quick. Okay, so it just occurred to me that some of you guys might have preschoolers too, and you might be looking for ideas for what to do with them. I found this book on Amazon, and it is called 100 Write and Learn Sight Word Practice Pages. And if you take a look in here, each page has 1 basic sight word. It started with I and can. You can see my son did some of these already. And then we and the. But what it asks you to do is color the word, trace it, and then write it. write it in the boxes so it practices the height of the words. Connect the letters so you're learning to spell the word. Then you put the word in a sentence, and then you find the word and color it. So this is only our second day of doing these, but after the first day of doing I and can, he can already spell can without looking at any paper, and he remembers it. And when we're reading books at night, he's picking up on these sight words already from just one day. So I figured we would do 2 a day, introduce some new sight words each day. And these are just really cute. I love them. They're nice, easy words for the preschoolers. And it's a great basic start for sight words. So that's one of the things I'm doing with him. And then some other worksheets, we're working on writing our name, address, and phone number. And Jackson is very advanced in math. He is already adding 3 numbers at a time, large numbers, small numbers. He's very math oriented and very gifted in that area. So I'm trying to work with him and challenge him on that so that it doesn't slack off. So I'm giving him some of the same worksheets that I'm getting from Logan from first grade. And then he does do ABC Mouse every day. And the other cool thing I wanted to show you guys, I got this from Usborne Books several years ago, and I know that some other people have this. This is called their Learning Palette. And I have 5 different packs that go with it. This one that I have set on here is vocabulary. It has some math ones, some vowels, some letters and numbers. But the vocabulary one, so it has the pictures in the middle and then the words on the outside. And you put it down on the palette. And for example, dog has a solid red dot. And it comes with these chips. So I can see dog has the red dot. I'm going to put the red dot up near the word dog. And cat has an open orange circle, so that's the ones with the holes in them. And you put that next to cat. Once they're all done, you can flip the card over and they can check their answers. So this is really fun. He really likes doing this, and it's a great thing. I believe Usborne Books still has these, but you can check these out, and there's probably some other comparable ones to do out there. So these are some of the things that we're doing at home with him. And the math worksheets I'm just finding online. I'm having him read books. We're starting, a lot of it he's just memorizing because we've read the same books over and over, but still that's going to help with sight words. And then everything Logan is doing, so then you can see on Wednesday we do music, and Thursday gym, and Friday art for his itinerants. So everything that we're doing is kind of assigned by the schools, and I'm running with it, playing on Jackson's strengths and working on the things that they didn't really get to in preschool yet this year. So this is how I'm using the daily to do school at home. Just as a review, I'm using the today for English language arts because there's more assignments. The to-do, I'm breaking up his other categories. And then down here, I'm using this for my other son for his preschool activities. Now, I could see you breaking this up. Maybe you have 3 kids. I don't know what their ages are. You could use the hourly for one kid, the to-do for another, and this bottom strip for another kid. However you want to work it out, or by different subjects and which kid has what, maybe use a different colored pen. But the daily is coming in so handy for working on online schooling. So thank you guys for taking the time to see what I'm doing here with online school, and I hope you have a great day. I'll see you next time.